Hey there! Ever heard of Bruce Lee? Of course you have. Who hasn't? He was a total legend in the world of martial arts and is credited with helping to popularize martial arts in the West. Time magazine even listed him as one of the most influential people of the 20th century. That's no small feat. But guess what? Bruce Lee wasn't some perfect superhero. Nope, he had his fair share of setbacks and failures too. Like when he first tried to make it big in Hollywood, things didn't quite work out as he hoped. Even his martial arts style hit a few bumps along the way. But here's the thing, Bruce didn't let those failures define him. He took them head on and turned them into stepping stones towards greatness. He transcended his hardships and emerged as a world-renowned legend, not just in Hollywood, but in the entire world of martial arts. So, how did he do it? Well, buckle up as we take you on a roller coaster ride through Bruce Lee's life story. And hey, if you want to see more awesome stories like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. In today's martial arts world, Bruce Lee is regarded as one of the greatest martial artists of all time. He was seriously skilled in his craft, especially famous for his one-inch punches, earning him the title of the Ultimate One-Inch Man. His kicks and blows were so lightning fast that some folks believed they were practically unblockable. But let's rewind a bit and see how it all began for Bruce. He was actually born in San Francisco, USA, but grew up in Hong Kong. At just 13 years old, he started his martial arts journey with the legendary Wing Chun master, Ip Man. The training imbued him with an exceptional work ethic and discipline that proved to be super valuable later in life. Now, Bruce's journey in the martial arts world wasn't all smooth sailing. He had to go through some seriously tough times, enduring injuries from training and fights. It wasn't easy at first, but he didn't give up. He stayed persistent and dedicated, and let me tell you, it later paid off big time. Get this, martial arts wasn't the only thing Bruce got into from a young age. With his dad being an opera singer and part-time actor, Bruce was introduced to the entertainment industry early on. He even appeared in films as a child, often playing roles like a rebellious teenager or a street kid. On top of that, he took dance lessons, which further honed his footwork and balance. In fact, he even won the Hong Kong Cha-Cha Championship back in 1958. But wait, there's more to Bruce Lee's early life. During his teenage years, he got mixed up with local gangs and was no stranger to street brawls. As you can imagine, his parents were really worried about his street fighting escapades and encounters with the police. So when he hit 18, they decided it was time for a change and sent him to live in the United States. Bruce found himself in Seattle, where he stayed with some family friends. He finished high school there and even pursued higher education at the University of Washington, studying philosophy and drama. But he didn't just focus on academics during his time there. He took his passion for martial arts to the next level and opened up his very first martial arts school. In 1964, he decided to take things up a notch and moved to Oakland, California to set up a second martial arts school. Bruce Lee was on a roll, and his journey was just getting started. Around that time, Bruce Lee did something totally groundbreaking. He came up with his own incredible martial arts technique called Jeet Kune Do. It was a mix of ancient kung fu, fencing, boxing, and profound philosophical teachings. Instead of sticking to traditional martial arts, he started teaching this new technique to his students. Here's where things got interesting. While strutting his stuff and showing off his kung fu skills at a karate tournament in Los Angeles, a television producer spotted him and was captivated by his talent. That's how he scored the role of Kato, the sidekick, in the TV series The Green Hornet from 1966 to 1967. It was a big break for Bruce, no doubt. But hey, life's a roller coaster, and Bruce experienced his share of ups and downs. The Green Hornet got canceled, and finding acting gigs became a real challenge. Hollywood wasn't exactly showering him with roles, and when he did manage to snag one, they were often small and not as important as he deserved. After some serious soul-searching, Bruce Lee came up with a brilliant plan. He started giving private Jeet Kune Do lessons to Hollywood big shots like the legendary Steve McQueen. Then, in 1969, he finally got a role in the movie Marlowe. However, there were complaints when he went all out in a particular scene, using his kickboxing and karate moves, and unintentionally wrecked an entire office. He continued to struggle to find roles that truly showcased his skills. So, you know what he did? He said, "Goodbye, Hollywood," and headed back to his roots in Hong Kong in 1971. Little did Bruce know that going back to China would be the best decision of his life. In Hong Kong, he starred in 2 films that smashed box office records all across Asia. First up was The Big Boss in 1971, where he had his first leading role. It was a massive hit and launched him into superstardom. And guess what? He wasn't done yet. Next came Fist of Fury in 1972, which shattered the record set by The Big Boss. It was undoubtedly a powerful 1-2 punch in his career. With his newfound fame and success, Bruce was on fire. He used his box office power to set up his own production company. He took charge of directing, writing, producing, and of course, starring in his next film, The Way of the Dragon, in 1972. The epic journey didn't end there. Bruce Lee's next big film, Enter the Dragon in 1973, was like nothing the world had ever seen before. It was a groundbreaking collaboration between Hong Kong and US production companies, and they knew they had something special on their hands. It was poised to become a global sensation, propelling Lee into the realm of international movie stardom. Months after its completion, the whole world was on the edge of their seats, waiting for its release on July 26, 1973. But fate had something devastating in store. Just 6 days before the big premiere, the world received a gut-wrenching blow. On July 20, 1973, Bruce Lee went to take a nap after complaining of a headache. Tragically, he never woke up again. They called an ambulance when he was found unconscious, but despite desperate efforts, he was declared dead upon arrival at the hospital. The official cause of his untimely passing was listed as brain swelling, caused by an allergic reaction to medication for his headache. It was a loss that shook the world and left millions of fans heartbroken. At the time of his death, Bruce had been working on another film called Game of Death. But with him gone, the filmmakers had to piece it together using stand-ins and cardboard cutouts of his face. It was finally released in 1978. Despite his tragic departure, Bruce Lee's legacy only grew stronger. His films gained a massive cult following, and he himself became one of the biggest pop culture icons of the 20th century. Not only did he revolutionize martial arts in cinema, but he also changed the way Asian people were portrayed in American films. Ever since Bruce Lee died in 1973, there have been tons of famous martial arts shining in the limelight. But you know what? Even today, these folks still look up to him as the absolute greatest martial artist of all time. Let me tell you, Bruce Lee was no ordinary fighter. He was on a whole different level. He had this jaw-dropping punching speed that left everyone in awe. Bruce could react and deliver a punch in just 0.05 seconds when he was 3 feet away from his opponent. That trademark fighting style of his was pure magic. Those lightning-quick movements were the stuff of legends, and they paved the way for so many movies you see in the exciting world of mixed martial arts today. The extraordinary life story of Bruce Lee, a martial arts icon whose legend still shines brightly to this day. He may have left us 50 years ago, but his impact on the world of martial arts and entertainment is timeless. Bruce Lee's life was a remarkable tale of resilience, marked by both triumphs and trials. Refusing to be defined by setbacks, he used them as catalysts for greatness, transforming challenges into stepping stones to success. As exemplified by his renowned quote, "Be water, my friend." Bruce Lee urged us to embrace life's circumstances with fluidity and grace. He encouraged us to avoid rigidity, to be courageous in the face of adversity, and to embrace every opportunity to learn and adapt. If you loved today's video, don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.